Yeah, bye. All right, XOXO. Got a girl. Audra at Home is filmed in front of a live Pitbull audience. Good morrow and merry meet. My name is Audra and you are in for a treat. All right, welcome and or welcome back to my channel. All my weirdos, queerdos, and brohos. Y'all, this is me fresh out of work. All right? I'm exhausted and I just wanted to do a quick intro and perhaps a little outro. You're gonna see me twice in this video, but this is my bops and flops, y'all. It's gonna be a little time. If you didn't know, I film my videos now in a lot of segments and sections because what time is it? 6 o'clock, 6:38. I was at work at 7:30 a.m. this morning. I'm on the back of let's see, what is 12 times 36? 36 hours and 3 days. So without further ado, let's get into the video. If you would, you know, follow me on things. I gave you all the information. Look in the description box, there won't be nothing there. But I dare you to look. All right, let's get going. All right, so first of all, hi, it's me, freshly showered Audra. To get this party started, I did just want to say, bops and flops will not always have empties, but empties will always be in a bops and flops. Math that as you will. So just to get started, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Pharmacy Deep Sweep. It's got a 2% BHA and this is actually really nice. I find that it's like a nice little toner. It's relaxing. It's mostly calming. It doesn't really react poorly to the sun because I'm in the sun a lot. It didn't react poorly to the sun. It also had multi-uses. So I had a friend appear, assist, if you will, appear in the stairs of the down. And I had to, I would dot a bit of this on it. And now it's mostly gone. I don't recommend that you do it because I am not a doctor, but I did do it and it was very helpful for me. But on the face, it's also magnificent. I really enjoyed it and it's not too wet. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's not too wet. Like it's wet in your hands, right? But like when you put it on your face, it's not super wet, so it dries down pretty quickly. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is something I would repurchase. I liked it a lot. I cannot even remember for the life of me where it came from, but it's empty and I enjoyed it, okay? Now I can throw it away. Next up, I wanna talk about the Acne Pimple Master Patch from Cosrx. These are amazing. I used all of them. I will certainly, I also use them for that situation, but I also use them for pimples that I had on my face. I find that these are multi-use, multi-talented, and the thing that I really like about these, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, is that if you are a picker, even putting this on, I'm not a picker, but I'm just saying, sometimes you can just even absent-mindedly just kind of be like, so putting this on just kind of like alleviates that. So you're not picking at a pimple, you're leaving it alone. It's underneath the patch and the patches work really well. I felt like with most of my like larger zits and like shitty, rude ass, these took care of them and they tended to come to a head on their own. I did not have to pop anything and then I just had to manage it after it burst. So that's a pretty picture. Next up is the Sunday Riley Good Jeans. I love this. I love this so much. I will never be able to not, I don't know. Until my skin is over it, I will be using this. I know it's a very high price tag. If you saw my birthday haul, you will know. Salah. But it lasted me, I feel like 3 months maybe. I feel like it lasted me like 3 months. But I love it. I think it's very soothing. It doesn't burn, it doesn't sting. It's nice on my skin. I have it on now underneath my moisturizer, obviously, but like I wear it every night as like a leave-in mask and I'm just like, bitch, I wake up every morning and I am so glad that I do. And also, I look fabulous. So there's that. Next up If you saw my birthday haul, you know, oh my God, the Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm is just like the absolute fucking business. This is just such a nice, luxurious experience, which is cleansing the makeup, just like getting that off. I feel like it very much encourages me to like massage my face because it does have like that kind of sorbet texture where it's like thick and luxurious, and it just feels like you just kind of want to keep rubbing it and rubbing it. So I'm like also giving myself a like deep tissue massage, and I'm increasing blood flow in my face, and I live for it. And then it also takes the makeup off very, very well, and as well as my sunscreen. So I'm doing like the best that I can. Sorry for all the noise. It is uber windy. It's tornado season right now in Texas. So like, it is what it is. But yeah, I would highly recommend this. I know it's got a hefty price tag as well. If you don't want to get like this one, I know that there are definitely ones that are cheaper, and I will definitely go through those at some point. But I really do like this one. Like that is one of my, this is now becoming one of my all-time favorite cleansing balms. Trade. Speaking of, I didn't speak of cleansing balms. Pharmacy. I'm gonna find that for you if I still have it somewhere, because I tried to save some empties. But I also cleaned out the Honey Jarrett Lip Sleeping Mask. I got this in an Ipsy. I really, really like this one. It's very, very thick. This one was in Lemon Honey, and it's so nice. Like, I'm sad that it's gone because it was a really nice lip mask. Thick, emollient. Obviously, dog fur might be a problem, or cat fur, or whatever kind of furry creature that you have in your home. Anyways, this is absolutely so nice. Like, if you like a thick lip mask, I like mine to be pretty thick. Basically, I like to wake up and still have my lips be pretty much like they are right now and not like worn off, because I just feel like I'm outdoors a lot. I say that all the time, but it's true. I am outdoors a lot. I need a lot of lip care. I need my lips to like not be dry. I tend to purse my lips a lot, especially as I get thirsty and I forget that I need to drink something. So like, I'm really trying to like hydrate the fuck out of my lips before I go to bed. So yes to this. That was definitely a bop. I feel like everything I'm talking about were bops. An unexpected bop is this RBK. It was the RBK ColourPop collab. I finished this. Now, the thing is, I didn't finish it as an eyeliner. It was called Woodsy. I actually used it for my eyebrows, and it was a fabulous brow pencil. So just so y'all know, the ColourPop... Oh, is there more? No, there's not. Oh, is there? There is. No, is there? Is there? Anyways, I'm like, is there more? Can I get it out? Anyways, the point is, the ColourPop, like, eyeliners you can also use as an eyebrow pencil, and they work very well, and they don't get all like slippy and weird. And I also didn't feel like it was like melty or runny or bleedy. So I really liked this. I like this a lot. All right, so next up we have the Murad Hydration Sensitive Skin Soothing Serum. Here's what I'm gonna say. I used it all. I liked it, I guess. It's okay. It's very pricey. I just feel like it's nice. It is soothing, right? It's very soothing, but I think that you can get a cheaper soothing serum, says the bitch who like uses very expensive cleansing balms. Okay, I liked it, but it's not something that I guess the thing is, I didn't notice and feel like a change when I wasn't using it anymore. I think that's it. I think it's very nice. I like it. It's all right. It's okay. But when I stopped using it, I wasn't like, oh my God, I must go out and purchase some. Like, I didn't notice a difference in my skincare whenever I ran out of it. I was just like, okay, let's use this other thing. And I did that and it was fine. So this is like a fine product for me. Like, I'm not like, oh, like it wasn't terrible. It's just very meh. It's just meh for me. Murad for me is often meh. All right, two more things. So I was talking about the Pharmacy Green Clean, or the Pharmacy, and I wanted to talk about the Pharmacy Green Clean. This is also an empty. I really did like this. I think it's a nice cleansing balm. I feel like it's rather expensive, and I say that about all of them, really, they are expensive. I feel like this is nice. I don't feel like I liked it as much. I feel like, here's the thing about this one. I felt like when you first get it, and maybe it was just because I got this in an Ipsy, but I just feel like I really like this. I thought it was nice. I feel like because I got it in an Ipsy, it was probably like hard. Like it was sitting in a warehouse for quite a long time that wasn't temperature controlled. And I just feel like I got it and it was kind of hard. I finally got it to warm up. And once it was warmed up, I really, really liked it. I think it's nice. It feels very like smooth on the skin. It doesn't drag. It warms up in the hands easily. So overall, I guess I would say that this is like meh for me. Like it's a bop because it does its job, but I feel like for me I need that luxurious experience. I think part of needing that for me and my skincare needs is my work environment, and just really needing the end of the day to just be like this luxurious sensation so that I can feel like very calm and relaxed. Am I going to sleep while I'm talking to you right now? Yes, but I like to feel very calm and relaxed and like just have like a very spa experience at the end of every single day, and this just doesn't give that to me. That's why. All right, the last thing I'm gonna go ahead and talk about is the Wet n Wild Lavender Sleep Mask. I actually really like this. I prefer to use this, like I will use it at night, but I really love it as a daytime mask, but it works really well to sleep in. Like it's very emollient, quite thick, but I do find that like if you were having a day like where your lips are just being extraordinarily dry, like popping this on before you leave is really helpful. It does encourage a lot of like, sometimes it does encourage you to be like, but eventually like you get over it. It can be a little greasy at times. It just depends on the day, but I actually found this to be a bop. It was an unexpected bop for me because I really wasn't expecting it to be so nice, and I feel like this is what got me into lip sleeping masks. And for that, I'm gonna give Wet n Wild the bop, because like if I hadn't have tried this, I don't think I would be like in the lip sleeping mask planet that I'm on now, where I'm trying all of them all of the time as often as possible. All right. That is it for the empties. I'm gonna go have second dinner and go to bed. I'm so sleepy. It feels like I never get to sleep. Oh no, there's one more. I also want to talk about the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. I have that on in this video tonight, on the night that I'm filming it. You're gonna see this probably in the daytime. I love this. I'm sorry. I feel like this is my first full size. Yes, and I've already repurchased it. So like, obviously it's definitely a bop. I love it with my entire heart and soul. And I love the way that it makes my skin look. Like, look at my skin right now. You think it's good? I think it's great. I get that it's very pricey. I get that it's very expensive. If it's not like something that you want to put into your budget, don't worry about it. Don't recommend it. But like, I really like it. That's kind of the point, I guess, of doing an empties and letting you know what I feel. I feel like this is a bop. I feel like my skin always feels very like dewy and glowy and beautiful and moisturized. Am I going to sleep again? Yes. I always feel like my skin just feels like it likes this. Do you know what I mean? Like my skin is happy when I put this on my face. So like, this is a moisturizer where like I feel perfectly comfortable coming on camera and talking to you with nothing but like, you know, obviously my Sunday Riley Good Janes, and then the Tatcha on top of it. I tend to use it more at night than in the daytime, but also sometimes it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm filming, there are different moisturizers I do use in the daytime, but we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, that is a bop. Also, I do appreciate, just a little note, that the spatula just like fits easily in here. So, you know, if you're a spatula person, you can pop it out, and you know, I know you have claws out there, and then you just like pop it right back in. You're like bloop, and then look at how cute that is. Anyways, that's that on that, and that's that on the empties. All right, it's 2 days later. I am beat. And before we get into the bops, I did want to give a quick first impression. Sir, enough. Anyways, I did want to give a quick first impression of the Unearthly Cosmetics Sleepover Palette. Is it black friendly? yes, I have that on my face, and I do mean face today. I think that the majority of the shades are very easy to work with, blendable, they play with each other. The only 2 shades I have not touched in this palette is gonna be Beloved and Stay In, and that's gonna be these 2 shades here. Otherwise, everything else is on my face and eyes in some way, shape, or form. I think as an eyeshadow palette, I would give it probably 3.5 stars out of 5 stars. Howsoever, if it had been marketed as a face palette, like a face and eye palette, baby, it's 5. I have that on as blush. I have it on as bronzer. Like, as an all over face palette, it's tits, okay? Because like I have a whole thing, I look bomb, right? Right. Anyways, I like this palette. I think it's super cute. Again, this is a first impression. I'll be wearing it again at some other point in time. Sorry, I'm doing this weird thing with my lips, but I just put on my lip gloss and I feel like there's a glop somewhere and I just really don't know exactly where it is. So it's just, things are getting weird. Anyways, all right, so that's that on that. Currently, as a first impression, it is a bop first impression. Remember that I said the words first impression, yeah, because I will be doing a bit of a palette roundup at some point. I don't know when, but we'll get there. All right. I'm feeling like such a bad bitch goddess right now, and like, you cannot tell me shit, okay? Anyway. All right, starting this party off are the Lime Crime Velveteen Liquid Lips. Listen, I know. Audra, haven't you complained about liquid lips? Yes, I have. But these are one of the secrets to my fantastic duo lip parties, all right? Because of how these go on, today I have on Red Rose. I have on Red Rose, which is this shade here. Because of how these go on, and like when you let them dry, right? And then you put on another lip color on top or bottom, either way, whichever one you want to do, and you let that dry, and then you put on gloss. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my lips. I don't know if it's frickin' fraggin' magic, all right? But I'm gonna tell you that they end up, look, I end up being able to have like 2 separate lips doing 2 separate things. They're fantastic. They're so great. I ended up with 4 of them, and now I'm like, oh, I need a 5th one, mainly because, you know, how I feel about even numbers. But I also feel like there's a small one somewhere, but I feel like that doesn't count. Anyways, these are Bops. They go on nice. I do not wear them without lip gloss. I can't tell you exactly what that feels like. I will never wear a liquid lip without a lip gloss. I'm so sorry, but I don't want mummified dried lips. Like, if that's what you're into, baby, you do you. But in this house, we're going to wear gloss. Currently, my gloss of choice is the Wild Cherry lip gloss from Lime Crime as well. I love it. I'm sorry. Look how glossy, bitch. You know what? I haven't even taken a picture of myself with this. Please hold while I photograph me. All right, photos are done. You got to see some of the inner workings of making stupid faces. Moving on to the next Bops. Okay, first of all, y'all, this isn't just a regular ass bop. The Cosette mini palette, their Crystal Cream Shadow Collection, this shit is a bop. I need to keep finding more excuses to play with it because it's so beautiful. Like, every time I pull this out, and especially because it's been hard to do because I've been in process of rearranging and cleaning in here. It's gonna be a little bit, but part of what's helping me is doing the bops and flops, babes. So I'm gonna be able to put this away nice and neat. I love the actual feel of the palette. It's got like a soft touch. It's kind of like almost like pleathery. And I really, really like the inside. The only thing that could have made it better was a mirror, babes. That's it. Like, and also I will say that these 2 shades, I feel like here are really quite similar to one another on the eye for me. Otherwise, I do say it's black approved. It works very, very, very well on black skin, deep skin. Listen, I'm here for the black oils. So these shades, I'm gonna say yes, it is black approved. It does, some of them do feel creamier than most, but when you start swatching them, I'll show you like here my fingers. When you start swatching them, you will feel the creaminess. And then once you have it out and on, like it immediately dries out. There's no like wetness, there's no anything like that. And I just did it so you could just kind of see like the shimmery, like how pretty they are. I didn't really go in deep because first of all, I am not ruining my pretties for y'all, okay? So I'm not gonna get in there all like willy-nilly, like not today, especially after work, because I don't have a good concept of touch when I'm finished working. Anyways, I count that among my bops. This is one of my favorite palettes that I have purchased. I feel like I say that about a lot of my palettes, but they are one of my, but this one really is. This one really is. I think that one of the things I really like about this too is that you can get, if you were going on a trip, since we're doing that again now, you can take this and the Blends Bunny Blends palette and then like you're set. You know what I mean? All the looks, 2 palettes, boom. Staying in the land of palettes, I did want to go ahead and talk about the Gila palette with Odin's Eye and Angelica. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Is it black approved? Medium. I feel like there are shades in here that look really, really good on deep skin. And then there are other shades that just kind of don't really shine or sparkle through. And I do feel like it's okay. Like Rebirth, for instance, is really not, like unless you're putting on a really, really light primer, like or a white primer to make this shine through, it really doesn't do anything for me. But I'm not going to be doing that because I'm a regular everyday average makeup user. So I'm not saying that to be mean, hateful, or spiteful. I'm saying I'm a regular everyday average makeup user, and I'm talking about, does this palette work without you doing like magic and majesty? And for me, for the most part, yes, but there are some shades that I'm just kind of like on. My favorite shade in this palette is Double Sided and River. Like these 2 shades right here are some of my favorite shades. They're gorgeous, they're shiny, they're pretty. Let me just, you can see that I've been like fussing around in River, or excuse me, Double Sided. And that is because Double Sided just has this like gorgeous, like transformative property. And there it is. Like, I think it's just such a pretty, like it's green, it's pink, and it just really just depends on what shade you put it with. It can be green, it can be pink, and it can be gold. So I do like that about it. It's like very multi-dimensional, multi-chromatic, if you will. See what I did there? But I do think that there are just shades that aren't really for us, and that's okay because it didn't have to be made for us, and I just recently started this black approved situation, so, you know. I do like Ouroboros. That's not a word I can say very well, and I've never been good at this word. Listen, I read a lot of fiction, okay? This word has come up more than once in my life, and my mouth just won't. It's like roll. Anyways, but for the most part, all of the shimmers are really, really beautiful. They're very pretty. They look good on the eye. Goddess as the pink, stunning. It comes across very, very beautifully, even on deep skin. For me, it did. Gila, it is medium, it's okay. I feel like Moss is an okay shade. Underworld is absolutely beautiful, and I like Decay as well. Soot, of course, is gonna look great because Soot is like this deep purple here, and it does look fantastic and phenomenal on deeper skin. So I would say on the black approved scale, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 3 out of 5, but it is a bop. A 3 out of 5 black hearts. I said stars before, and now we're gonna do black hearts because
I'm a dark-hearted ass bitch.
But yes, but I really like the palette. Otherwise, like it's still a bop for me. So I just wanted to include this in our fun little party. All right, the next bop I want to talk about is the Fruitia hand lotions. Y'all, these are the shit. I got like a 5-pack, I think, of them from Yes Style. This is one of the best investments I've ever made. Although one of them smells almost like I think it's this one. No, there's one that smells just like cotton. I don't know how to explain. Yeah, I'm gonna say cotton. There's one that smells just like cotton, but I love these because like I can have one virtually everywhere that I am. Like have one in this bag, have one in that bag, have one in the car. Although I won't have it in the car right now because it's Texas and it's getting hot. But you know what I'm saying? Like you can have these everywhere, and they are very, very, very moisturizing. I have to put lotion on my hands every single day. Period. Point blank. There's no messing around. There's no like and I'm not talking about like, oh, once a day. I'm talking like multiple times a day. I also wear gloves for work. that tan. I'm gonna do something about this. I really am. I'm gonna sell, somebody send me some self tanner. Just kidding, you don't have to. I'll do it myself, it's fine. But before I put my gloves on, I always put lotion on because when it just, I don't like, why would you put your dry ass hands in gloves? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we live different lives. But I like my hands to be moisturized before I put the gloves on. And these have been so nice and they smell good. And it's just like nice to have around. Like these are a fantastic addition to your beauty life. All right. Another bop, even though I'm not sure I use this properly. It is the Tea Tree and Aloe Mask Scrub. Okay, so here's the thing. Do you see how it's spelled? Okay. Keep that in mind, B-U-T-T-A-H. All right, so I didn't want to use the scrub on my face. So I used it on my butt. And it was nice. It was very nice. It was kind of like tingly, and I used it on my legs as well. I used it on my butt and on my legs because yes, I do wash my legs because that's just normal behavior in my community. We wash our legs. So very nice, very tingly, feels very good. And my butt skin, super soft. Listen, I know you're like, Audra, are you really in this bitch talking about your butt skin? Yes, and because it said, I took it quite literally. Like, I know that it's for the face. I'm not a moron. I know that, but I didn't want to use it that way. I didn't want to use it on my face, and I was like, well, I could try it on my ass. So I did, and my ass cheeks have never been softer. You get like a nice little lather, you rub it up, and your butt cheeks are soft. I'm sorry. Like, if you want soft buttocks, then yes, but I don't know how it works on your face. I couldn't tell you. So, I mean, for me, it's a bop for the butt. Not in there, but on the exterior. Exterior only, please. Exterior only. I'm not recommending you do that because I don't want to steer you wrong. I'm just saying I use this on my butt and I like it. All right, that's that on that. All right, so the next bop I want to talk about are these friggin' Sephora Matte Perfection Blush Duos. The shock, the surprise. Not only are these so good, like they blend so easy, but they're so beautiful. This one is in Snapdragon. They blend so well, and I was not expecting these powder blushes to perform so well. I wish that I had them on right now, but I've had them on in so many pictures, you don't even know. Even like when I did blush tour, it was one of these. Like, I love this. The one I use the most for my blush tour is going to be Tiger Lily, which of course, like, look at this. This is Deep Skin approved, my opinion. I just think that these are stunning. They're beautiful. They give you all of that beautiful shade that you want, and they blend so easily on top of highlighter, under the highlighter, on your nipple. I'm sorry, you don't have to use it that way. And don't ask why I do. It's none of your business. Anyway, these are bops. Highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend them. They're so good. Oop, oop, oop. Put it back. Let me know if you have any of these things. Let me know what you have thought about any of them. I have 5 more things. No. Yes. Let me see. No, I have 3 more things. So sorry. I have 3 more things. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Fenty Cream Gloss Bomb. This, okay. This is really nice. I know people have been talking about the Fenty Gloss Bombs, blah, blah, blah. I finally got one last year. Let's not talk about it. I do things when I want to, and I want to talk about it now. So, what? You're listening. So anyways, I really like this. One of the things I also really like about the Fenty, like this particular one and this, I can't tell you what it says because my God, they will not stop with, like, it's Fruit Snacks with a Z. There we go. Fruit Snacks. But one of the things I like about this formula is that, one, you can put it on top of like a liquid lip, or if like your lipstick is dying and it's kind of this shade, but you want glossiness, but you're like, I don't want to put on like a lip gloss, like the lipstick and put gloss on top. Boop. Hello. This says hi. This is hi. And you put it on top of your lip. Oh God, it's so beautiful. And it, like, the thing that I like about this too is it zazzes up any like lip look when you're like dying. Like, you're, like I said, when your lip color is dying and you just like, you're like, oh, we're going out to eat. Okay, let me just spruce myself up. This is just like an easy way to do it, and it's like shiny and pretty and pouty. bitch. I don't have it on right now, but I do actually have Fenty on the upper lip. That's one of their matte Moselles, which are those discontinued? Because I can't remember. I felt like they were getting discontinued. Any who's really like these. Beautiful formula, great on the lip. My lips look fantastic. I feel like I've worn this in several different Instagrams, but who knows because I don't tag anybody because I'm blocking my blessings. That's why. All right. The next two things I want to talk about are not makeup related. So the first thing that I want to talk about, y'all. So in January, we went to San Antonio for my mother's birthday. And while there, I bought this motion activated light, like on a lark, right? I was like, let's do it. It was like a toilet light. And I didn't use it as a toilet light. I actually just kind of like stuck it upwards. Anyways, the point is, my life is forever changed by these motion activated lights. Instead of having to flip on the light like at night when you gotta go tink tinks, you just walk in and as soon as I walk in, light. And it's not bright light, and you can also set it. You know what I mean? You can be like, I don't want it super bright, I want it medium light or low light. Some of them, depending on which brand you get, you can like change colors. This is the one I got it from Amazon. I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna put it right here. Editing me? Do it. Anyways, but this is so fan. It has changed my life. I have one in my bathroom and one in like the living room kitchen area, like when I walk in, so that I'm not stumbling and bumping into things because Lord knows I haven't unpacked, and that means I don't want to step on something. Listen, let me live. But I really, really like them. It's just been life changing just to be able to like not feel like, especially because like I'm sensitive to light anyway. I've been filming way too long, so this is already like too much for me, but I'm sensitive to light anyway, and all I want out of my life is just to be able to kind of like walk into a room, and I have it now. I can just walk in. I just got two, you know, because too many more would actually, because it came in a pack of two, and anything more than that, they're plug-in. Make sure you get the plug-in ones. Anything more than that, I think would make me a god, and that's not, you know what I mean? I'm already a menace. We can't also make me a goddess. All right, the other thing I want to talk about, speaking of goddess energy, baby, remember in Snarky Beauty News when I was talking to y'all about the adult toys from Sephora? Well, I done got one, and okay. It's been a nice time. First of all, one of the things I do like about it, because I'm not gonna like put it up here, I feel like it would be like really weird and awkward. I don't know why. I feel like one that hasn't already seen heaven, I could show that to you. Anyways, not my heaven, but one of them adult toys that hasn't. Anyways, I got a small one. Okay, I'm gonna pop it up here. And here's the thing. So it's about like this tall, okay? All right. So on the back of it, like at the base of it, let's pretend that this lipstick is it, because that'll make it easier, right? So here is where you control the speed, you know? And it has like 3 speeds. One of them is too much for any human person. Luckily, I'm not a human person. No, I'm just kidding. But one of them is like, whew, cha. Like if you want to be in like seconds, like mere moments of light, you're gonna shoot off into space. Like no one's gonna be able to find you. I guess that's one way to avoid your student loans, just bzzzt off into oblivion. Anyways, so it has 3 speeds and you can control it boop, 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 right? That's already phenomenal. USB, okay? So you don't have to worry about batteries. You pop it into the, like any USB charger you have in your home, which if you don't have the sense to have you know, the plug-in things, like you plug it in and it has additional plugs. I can't remember the word for that now, but somebody will tell me. Anyways, and it has additional plugs, and then but you can get them with USBs on them. Anyways, that's the point. You can just have that little thing just gaining its battery. It's very easy to clean, extremely easy to clean up. You know what I mean? Just soap, warm water, and you're good to go. Nothing special you got to do. So, yeah. Apparently went into the Bops on a bang. So we're gonna move a little bit more into the future. I don't know how far, and we're going to do the flops. I'll see you on the flippity flip side, and perhaps we will have another first impression palette. Take it away, floppy me. Oh, hello there. 3 días y a new palette later. And I'm wearing the Lucid Dreams from Pink Crush Cosmetics. And now it's time for the flop era of my Bops and Flops. So let's get started. But before we truly get started, I do need to talk about one product that I have changed my mind on. I like to do this periodically, just be like, did I change my mind on something or nah? So let's get started there. All right, so I have changed my mind on the Flower Beauty Concealer. I think it is a lovely, well, hello, Trine. Of course, you would be calling my name when I look so gorgeous. Anyways, I really like this initially, and I still do. I think though that for me, it's usually best in the winter. It is drier than I like it to be, and for some reason, when I tend to get a bit sweaty, it kind of looks like I'm dying and or dead. So for the summer, the spring summer in Texas, the Flower Beauty Concealer is just not it for me. We're gonna try it one more time. I say we because I'm gonna try it, you're gonna watch it, we're gonna do this together. So I'm gonna try this again come winter time and make a final decision on whether or not it's just like seasonal, or maybe it was just like a fluke, maybe my skin was going through it, who knows. Anyways, so first up, I'm gonna hold it back here, and because I'm worried, anyways, it is the Dr. Brandt Clean Biotic cleanser. Okay, it's pH balanced yogurt cleanser with chlorophyll. All right, so I'm gonna bring it in here, and we're gonna, yeah, that's the best I'm gonna do, but I'll pop up a picture if editing me is on the shits today, or with the shits, however we want to put it. But y'all, okay, hear that? First of all, it sounds disgusting. I'm just gonna say that. I know that that's not part of the product, but it is unaesthetically pleasing in that way, or orally pleasing. I just don't like it. I don't like the sound of it. Next, it looks cheap, it smells cheap, and it tastes cheap. Yes, I did say taste, because I don't know how the rest of you are washing your faces, but I get soap in my mouth, so good for you. I guess you are washing your face like the beauty gurus on TV who are just like gently massaging shit into the face, and then they're like gently rinsing it and it doesn't get in the mouth. Well, it gets in mine, okay? And it's disgusting, all right? And I know you're sitting there being like, do other soaps not taste cheap? Yes. Yes, other soaps don't taste cheap, and this one does. It tastes a lot like Dial, you know? Which isn't great for it to be expensivo. I want it to taste a little bit more like a Bath and Body Works soap, and it doesn't. So yeah, you just got a weird education about me, my sense of taste. We're gonna move on from it. I don't like it. I also didn't like the way that it felt on my skin. I think what I am going to use this for more than anything is that it's really good at getting like some sunscreen off of my shoulders that I'm having some difficulty with. So, you know, you found a new home, and it's my shoulders. So yeah, this is a flop for me. Wasn't a fan. I'd rather not. Okay, next up, I want to talk about the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. Y'all, I couldn't make this up if I tried. I literally opened it, okay? I opened it and I was like, oh, I have stuck my fingernail in, because that's how hard it is, okay? It is so hard. I couldn't even use it as a primer. I was like, oh, this was a shock and a surprise. I don't know if it was just like I got a bad one. Like I had never opened it, okay, at all, ever. I think it came as a free gift with the with this that I bought. I bought like the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which I'll be reviewing at some point, y'all. I promise. Maybe. I said promise, and then I was like, and I panicked because as soon as I say promise, I'm like, oh god. Expectations are upon me and my anxiety can't handle it. But anyways, it came as a free gift, and I have to wonder if it came as a free gift because it was just like absolute hot trash. Like it was so old. that by the time I got it, like, it's just, I don't know, but it's not good. Did anybody get theirs and like, did it just dry out immediately, or is just yours still work? Did I just get it bad? Anyway, it's a flop because I can't use it. I literally cannot get it out of here well enough to put onto my eye, and I'm not gonna heat it up. You know, this is in the 90s. I'm not gonna put a lighter to it like a weirdo. Like that's, you know, I think we've progressed past that. The next flop I wanna talk about is the Lime Crime Golden Wet Cherry Lip Scrub. Okay, in theory, right? This is amazing. Yay, a lip scrub in a tube. Howsomever, first of all, I'm gonna just get some out for you. First, the delivery system, it seems like it's a good idea, but what happens is once you get the cap off, you're gonna get like the crustules around it, and then it's hard to put the cap back on. Secondly, it is not nearly scrubby enough for me, pour moi. It is not. This is what it looks like on my hand. It's not really scrubby, and when I move it around, like, it's okay. But I find that like I can use it better for things like my hands, so that's fine. It's just like it's not very scrubby, and I want my lip scrub to remove my dry skin like really well, and I feel like when I have just like a little bit bigger crustules, it's like better. Crustules sounds like such a disgusting word, but here we are. The other thing about it, again, like I said, like the aftercare of the oil, as you can see here, is actually quite nice. That part, lovely, fantastic. But it's just like, it doesn't really scrub. So like that's what it's supposed to do, and it's not doing it for me. So this is a flop for me. I'm gonna keep using it for my hands and feet, but like that's it. Shout out to me for giving you alternative uses to products you don't like. Please hold, I'm gonna go wash up. I'm gonna move on to yet another cleanser that I like. Literally, some of these cleansers, I tried them once and I was like, we're done. Okay, I looked at the timer and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't have been talking for 17 minutes. I haven't, it's 7, we're good. Anyways, it's 111 skin, 111 skin, 111, 3 skin. I'm gonna add them all together. 1 skin if we multiply, 4 skin if we, anyways. It is their cryo pre-activated toning cleanser. The thing is, I don't know, there's just something where it just feels like a nothingness. Like it doesn't really do anything. And some of these cleansers, I will actually just use them to clean my brushes. And that's what I'm gonna use this for. It kind of smells a little bit funky, and I don't feel like anything special is happening. I know, you're like, it's a cleanser, it's just supposed to cleanse your face. But I don't even really feel like it's necessarily doing that. And I feel like the pre-activated, it doesn't, what is the word that I'm gonna say suds because I can't remember the word off the top of my head, but emulsify. I gotta love a queen who gets the words in her mind. Okay, anyways, my mind. Anyways, I just don't feel like it emulsifies very much. And for me, like I like an emulsive, occlusive, like kind of cleanser, because like, I guess maybe it's from working outdoors, I don't know, but I don't really like it when it's just like, is it on my face? Is it working? Conversely, I do have one that'll probably be my next Bops and Flops that is way too sudsy to where you're like, is it rinsing off? So this one, I didn't jive with it. It's not, you know, and I ain't no jive turkey, so I'm gonna call that a flop. It just didn't do what I thought it should do. Next up on my list, yo, this is a hit list. Listen. So my friend Jen sent these to me. She had received them in PR. They're the Milani Keep It Full Max Plumping Glosses. The fire. These are fiery. And I'm not talking like, if you get, like, you can't drink anything, you can't use your mouth when you have these on. Like, you cannot put this on to take a photo, immediately take it off. Don't breathe, don't swallow, don't do anything with your mouth that could in any possible way get this in your mouth, okay? Because it's fiery on your lips already. It's already fiery on the lip. On the lip, you're already but then it gets in your, and it's just, I got in my throat. I feel like it was like a Bops and Flops, and it was fire, like flames, not from the top of my head, out of my throat. Like I thought I was gonna become a dragon, which would have been cool, but that didn't happen. All I was left with was like fiery throat. It felt like I had strep for a second. This is too much. I don't know. It is too much. If y'all have tried these, please let me know in the comments. Oh my God, that scared the living shit out of me. I thought something came for me. It's literally my hair tie. It loosened up and it made like a squeaky sound. Did y'all hear that? We gotta play that back in slow motion because a bitch lost her mind. Please let me know in the comments. But yeah, if anybody has tried these, please let me know how you feel about that. Like they are too hot. Like they need a warning. Like they literally need to have a warning on them. Like these need a like too hot to handle, but not the Netflix show warning because it's too hot. Like that is too much. I'm not using these because every time I'm like, well, maybe, no, it's fire. It's and not the good kind of like Gen Z fire. This is literally fire. I can't. Next up, I want to talk about the Burt's Bees lip mask. And you're sniffing it? He farted and then he's just like sniffity sniff sniffing. Sniffity sniff. Can I say sniffity sniff? Yeah. Anyways, before Bo interrupted us with farts, it is the Burt's Bees lip treatment. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. Like even if I put it on in the daytime, I'm gonna show you what it looks like and maybe put a little on my hand. But even if I put it on in the daytime, like in the morning, right before I get to work, I feel like within 10 minutes, it's just gone. It feels like a lip lotion, not a lip mask. Let me just get a little out on my finger so that you can actually see it. And I got mine in passion fruit and chamomile, so I don't know if there are different flavors that work better, you know, but I'm not gonna buy them all because I don't want to. So that's it on the finger, and it feels like it just feels like it should be super, like it feels good on, right? But it just doesn't, it has zero lasting power. And the thing is, when I'm putting on a lip treatment, like I don't want it to be gone in 30 minutes, especially if I ain't even talking. Which I know that you find it hard to believe that there are times where I'm not talking, but they do exist, and I wasn't. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I didn't like it, and I don't know what I'm gonna try to, I'm probably just gonna keep using it for my like daytime use, and also probably in between videos, like when I'm like, oh, let me just take this face off, put on a new face, like Leatherface, and then, put that on my lips so that my lips don't dry out in between, because like getting off lip stuff is a whole thing in and of itself. Oh my God, I'm living for this look, y'all. I'm sorry I keep looking, but like I'm kind of living for it. I'm like, bitch, shout out to Emily, because I don't think I would have tried to bring all this all the way down if I hadn't have seen their video of them doing that rainbow under eye, and I'll try to put that here because God, gorgeous. All right, next up, listen, I know I'm gonna get some hate for this, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. It's the Lys Triple Fix Concealer. Here's the thing, I'm elderly, you know, by beauty YouTube standards, I am old, 42 to be exact, and with that being the case, it is supposed to be a brightening concealer. However, dry under my under eyes. Like it goes on at first, looks beautiful, looks gorgeous, but typically within about 2 hours, it just starts looking dry. Like, and it just like starts sinking into every crease, crevice that I have. And I look like an old leather bag, and I'm not a fan. I like this, it's beautiful in pictures. I really, like I said, I love it when I initially put it on, but I don't know if it's just me. It's probably like my under eyes. It just doesn't for me. It doesn't do it for my old bag ass eyes. So like I'm good. I don't mind being a crone, but I don't want to look like one. You know what I mean? Like that's just my preference. It's my opinion. That's my opinion. But yeah, it was a flop for me. I used it multiple times. I couldn't get it to like look good on my skin, and I hate that. I hate that. So sorry, so sorry. The final cleanser I'm gonna talk about that's a flop for me was the Sunday Riley Ceramic Slip. It smells like plants. because it says that it's a blend of 4 gentle plant-based soaps that lift up and wash away dirt and impurities without stripping the skin. And it does. It doesn't strip the skin, but it stinks. I'm sorry. Like I can't. I'm over here like y'all. The way that I get my nostrils involved, and I feel like every video where they're just like taking over the show. Anywho's, it doesn't smell good. And they said for smaller looking pores, my pores looked exactly the same, like nothing changed. I do have a clean, radiant complexion. I just hate that it stinks. And also, it doesn't emulsify a lot. So as you can see, I don't really like cleansers that I can't, even if it's not like super sudsy on the face or whatever, like I just need to feel it doing things. I don't feel like it's doing things and it stinks. So that's my preference. Very expensive mistake. But what I do use it for is in between videos, right? Right. All right. And finalmente, the piece de resistance. Listen, I can't say that properly, but like it's still fun to try, right? Trying to have like accents is such a good time. Anyways, the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, which I now affectionately refer to as sticky skin, because that's what it is. Like your skin, so sticky. It is, like it's beyond, like I can't, it looks so good. It feels like you have nothing on your face until you make the mistake of touching your face. It is, you know, and like I know everybody keeps saying, oh, I don't touch my face because I have a dog, all right? Do you have a pet? Okay, so if you have a pet, there's furs floating around in your atmosphere, all right? Just blah blah be doo ba dee da dee doo, floating around in your atmosphere. And those furs will somehow maybe attach to your face. And that's when you're gonna touch your face. Be like, oh, I have it. Oh, it's just not, I don't love it. I'm sorry. Like, I love the way that it looks. I truly do. I think the shade that I got is glorious. I love how it looks in my photos. I love how it looks on camera. But baby, in real life, I can't deal with it. It is absolutely beautiful, but I cannot. I even love that you can like, I don't know how it works, but you can get like the little replacement filter for it so you can, you know, throw out the other one. I don't know. You recycle it, I guess. I live in Texas. What do I know? But because this is a state that's like we recycle, but it all goes to the same place. You know, they have a whole recycling truck. They have a whole recycling bin. It all goes to the same place. It's wild. Anyways. This, if she could just, if Danessa, if you hear me, babes, can you find a way to make this where it's not sticky? Where it's not sticky. Beau agrees wholeheartedly. Like, we just want it to not be sticky. I think it's so beautiful, and it's a shame because I'm like, I love you, but I can't wear you unless like I'm filming, and that's the that on that. And that is it. That is the flops, y'all. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it over to closure me, the end credits me, and thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed all the looks, but we're not done yet. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know if any of these items are things that you tried and we had differing opinions, or did you feel the same? Huge shout out to my patrons who are currently rolling on the screen as we speak. All of my videos are sponsored by my patrons and channel members without whom I definitely would not be able to continue doing YouTube and creating fun content that I enjoy, and apparently y'all do too. So thank you so much to y'all. You keep everything nice and sweaty. I'm always sweaty. Anywho, remember it costs $0 to be kind. It's so good for your soul, because if you don't take care of it, I know that I look tired and I am tired, but it doesn't mean I can't still snatch your soul from out underneath you. XOXO. Gothic girl.